Greetings, my cosmic family. I'm here again because I just keep recording this video, and it's like every time I try to record it and get it out, nothing can come out. So on 222, I'm gonna just hop right into it. My ancestors came to me along with others' ancestors, and at first when they came to me, I got a message a few days before, and they said mercy. Motherfucker, these people want mercy. Ha ha ha. My ancestors was laughing. My energy a little dim because I keep recording this video and something keep happening. It's getting on my nerves. But I'm going to put it out there. My ancestors said, put it out there. I don't give a damn. We're going to give you the courage. We're going to give you the time. We're going to just let you say it. I'm not a person that like to repeat shit. So this song, Get It Back in Blood, kept coming up on the 2nd of February. And mind you, before all the downloads even came, I did a video in the kitchen. And it was like orbs over my head, but I felt the pressure or energy that my ancestors was here, which they kind of been showing out lately in my pictures and videos. I just have not posted much about them, but they do show up in my pictures. I just don't say shit. I let people kind of see it for themselves. Because, I'm not the type that boast about what's here, who here, when, with. I don't tell all the business about my ancestors. So, I just see these male ancestors, chopping some heads and going to war with people. Hold on, let me shut this. And they going to war with people. And I'm like, that look a little scary. So, I said, why is y'all showing me this? And mind you, my ancestors never showed me them actually getting it back in blood or, murking somebody. So it kind of, I'm like, damn, why y'all showing me this? They like, because we trust you. We know that you ain't gonna say much. We know that it ain't gonna put fear in you. We showing you what the fuck we doing to the enemy. Somebody played in one beta last of spell work when it came to me or the collective that was on my live. Somebody on TikTok. Somebody played in the last bit of spell work and your ancestors went and clipped their ass. So somebody was finna either be clipped or about to be. They already clipped spiritually. It was a spiritual war between your ancestors and somebody else's. And mine's won. So I'm on live. They say, go live about it. And I'm telling them, your ancestors are here. Something is here. It was February 2nd. I said, your ancestors are here today. Do your altars, do your rituals, do whatever it is. Give them their love, give them their shout outs. They're fucking here. They're coming to me telling me they're here. And why the fuck did they, it was like, as soon as I got on live, it was like a trance. Like I can see them. I never in my life sat in I didn't meditate. I can usually feel their energy and they can speak through frequency. But this time they actually showed me them. And it was all good energy. You know how you go over your family house? And it's a lot, everybody in there party. You got people that smoke weed, people that smoke cigars, people that smoke cigarettes, people that drink liquor. Everybody over there playing dice. That's how the fuck they was. They came over my house and was playing fucking dice. And there was one of my ancestors at the door. This is my baby at the door. He at the door with my door open and he just wiping blood off the knife after he just basically a victory. What do they do after a war? They have drinks. They be like celebrating. Hey, that's what was happening. And he at the door just smooth as hell, wiping the sword. And he looking around and shit. And it's basically like he looking at everybody else ancestors. Because everybody else they still believing in Jesus, which is okay. But they didn't understand the shift in the portal that gave our ancestors. It was literally like a Day of the Dead. Like the Day of the Dead came to visit you. And everybody ancestors at their house. I can see everybody ancestors. No, and people just living a regular life. That was the day your ancestors came on this motherfucking realm. And they was here, baby. When I tell you, it was to the point where people that was on my TikTok live, their ancestors came through like they was jumping through the portal to come talk to me. And one of them, it was a guy with blue eyes and blonde white hair. And I said, he tall and skinny. Somebody on here got an answer like that. And this girl was like, me, my granddaddy, oh my God. She was saying it in my comments. And I started getting this thrill, and he just was talking to me. And it was not like words like this. He just was talking to me in frequency, and I can just really see his eyes. And he like, you all right with me. You cool with me. You cool with me. And I'm like, you cool with me too. Like, it was to the point where, and it was another person that came in there, and this ancestor told me to kind of stay anonymous from who they was, but they had said, say this, and I just said it. They was like, somebody on here had an abortion or a miscarriage recently. Know that you are forgiven, and that was due to spell work. And I pressed the song on my computer, and it said, get it back in blood. The shit came on just like that. Get it back in blood. And I'm looking like, and then somebody comment quick as hell, and she was like, me. This girl just popped in my life. She said, me, oh my God, I had 4 miscarriages. That's how I knew the date, because I didn't even know the date until she was like 4 miscarriages. And I looked, I'm like, the date, what's today's date? And it said 2/22/24. February 2nd, 2024. I said, baby, that was due to spell work. Your ancestors said they got it back in blood today. Because at first they was coming at me with all red and bloody and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And then they just like the victory, and they just all came over my house. I seen, you remember them picnic tables, them card tables from Family Dollar when we was younger? This is for the black community now, baby. This is deep. And how your ancestors was playing cards, it's called the card table. I see, it was like 12 people here. 12, could be more. And mind you, my living room ain't nothing but a little bit of something, you know, but it's something. It can get somebody here and there. They sitting at the table, it's right in front of me. It's like my visual keep going from reality, which is on live, to seeing them. And I never seen my ancestors like this or others' ancestors. I promise y'all, it didn't scare me or nothing. It just had me, at first in my head, I'm like, I'm tripping. But then I'm like, no, I'm really seeing this shit. Like, how am I just gonna sit here and make up a whole shit about some shit? You feel me? It was like, they was showing me them. And like I said, it was one at the door. And when they first walked in, it's like the door was open, but in reality, my door shut. You see white. But it's like the door was open when they was coming in. I had one in a white fur with a cowgirl hat and some cowgirl boots on. She was bad as a motherfucker. Smooth as wine. Smooth as whiskey. And then you had 2 people at the table playing cards. You had somebody else playing dominoes, and there was somebody else, either they was in my kitchen or right here playing dice. But it's like I can actually see, it was like a portal. I can actually see them all sitting here. Even if they in a different room, I see them. They didn't go in our rooms or nothing. They just was here. And it was so hot in here. Y'all know how when you go to a house party with all black people and it be hot as hell, even if they got the AC on? Because we are Kundalini fire sun beings. We heat the motherfucking planet and the rooms up. It was so hot. My legs were sweating. It was so thick in here. And, I just seen like I don't know if y'all seen it. I hope y'all did. It was like a white. So I got one of my ancestors here helping me release this, because it's like my 5th time recording it, y'all. So then I start getting emotional, because I'm like, and it's like every time I say this part, it make me emotional each video. Like, that's how you know. And I just start getting emotional, because I'm like, for so long, I always felt alone. But when I started coming into my isolation and coming into my spiritual awakening, I started feeling more confident, more comfort from the spirit realm. I started feeling more love, more everything. And I'm like, damn, it feel like I actually got people here loving me like this. And it's really me. But they showed their motherfucking ass. And when I started crying, an ancestor walked over here and she started rubbing my shoulder right here in the back. She said, it's okay, baby. We here. We got you. That's all she's saying. And I said it on the live too. But I played music on the live. I wanted to transvert it over here to YouTube. But by it having so much music playing in the back, it kept copyrighting me, and I don't want to be on YouTube bad side as far as the copyright issues before, you know, a lot of stuff coming to fruition. I don't want to start no shit. But she rubbing my back, and I don't know, and I'm just like crying, and I'm like, I'm just so happy that I got them. And I can really feel her rubbing my back, my shoulder right here. And I looked over up at her, and I see her, like, it's like you can see them, but you can't see them. But I seen her like she was a brown-skinned lady, like goddess, slim. And she was like probably around my height or a little inch smaller than like her height-wise. But she was rubbing my back, and she gave me auntie vibes. She said, "It's all right, baby. I got you." And I felt her, and like, it's to the point like my ancestors really came and showed theyself. Like, even from when I did the video in the fucking kitchen, they showed theyself. Like, this shit, it will scare a typical person. But it didn't scare me because it's like they just came and like party over here. Like, you know how you got that relative that just pop up? That's how it gave me that vibe. Like, they missed you, they popped up, they come and see you. And they wanting with the shits. They just came from... And then, let me tell you this. The next day, I go on TikTok. I'm finna delete my app. And I'm scrolling. And it's this man in the Dominican Republic. They recording these people. It was a man in the field praying. And all of a sudden, all these figures of shadows of white beings. Oh, excuse me. And it was a lot of them. It was a lot of them in the fucking video. And they like, and everybody talking, they worried, but then everybody looking like, what the fuck? And you can really see them. If people on the outside was looking in and they would have came in my house and they was looking in, they would have seen that beaming light off these people too. My ancestors that was here too. But me, and just like the man in the field, he was able to see them. But other people can only see the light, just like this ring light in my motherfucking visual. They was only able to see the energy flowing of them. But I actually seen them. They didn't talk from like their mouth, but it was like telepathic frequency. Like, and you will see their mouth move, but you know it's not coming from their mouth. It's really coming all in your head. When I tell you that was the first time in my whole life that I ever seen them come to me like that. And they showed they came to me right when I was on live. I did not expect that. All I know is they told me to go live and tell them that your ancestors here. Get your altars. Do what you need to do. Send love to them. They here. Somebody is clipped off. Somebody about to go. And yada, yada, yada. And I normally don't do that. And I never really channeled nobody else outside of me. Y'all even see that on my YouTube. I don't like speaking about other people's realities but my own. And when I tell y'all, I am telling you right now, they was motherfucking here. I heard that. They was here. And they gave me the best love. When I tell you, my ancestors said, we trust you with this information. To hear that from a masculine ancestor tell you they trust you with all this. Because I was like, why y'all showing me all this blood? Said they was happy to get that enemy up out of here. They was sick of them. You ain't bothering them. You ain't doing spell work. You ain't fuck with them. You creating your reality. And they want to keep sending shit your way even after you done got out of their motherfucking reality. That's it. Enough is enough. Now don't tell me you're a little scared of blood now, huh? Then there was a guy that got on my live. He comment up under my TikTok live. He gonna say, believing in your ancestors is demonic. Jesus is the only way. I said, Jesus is an ancestor. Is he living next door to you? Is he alive in flesh right now? Where he at? He's a spirit in heaven, right? The son of who? God? That's an ancestor. You religion folk don't even understand. Y'all talk in circles. It would have been better if you would have just said, I'm demonic. I don't believe in none of that shit. I'm wicked. I would have believed you more if you just said that. That's why a lot of y'all be out here without protection from the other side, because y'all be sitting up there. That's what the religion folk wanted you to do. Say your ancestors were demonic, but believe in this white ancestor, Jesus Christ, with this halo that y'all believe in so motherfucking much. That's a fucking ancestor. So you telling me my grandfather that gave me nothing but love and pure energy since a child is a demonic force now that he on the other side? You telling me my great-great-great-great-great-grandmother and my grandmother is demonic because they on the other side, but they protecting me? It sounds to me you just want me to dismiss my protection. You motherfuckers that be believing in Christ and all this Jehovah and these different vessels, y'all more motherfucking insane and need to be in crazy homes than we do. So you telling me not to send love on my grandfather's birthday? Motherfuckers just be saying some weird ass dumb shit. And they be talking in circles. If you scared of your own ancestors and your own power, just say that, pussy. That's why your ancestors don't trust you with this information. That's why they don't trust you with showing you what's... And it was like my ancestors was really in their ego. That my ancestors was really like, get on there and motherfucking tell them. They keep making me do the video over when it's not, because something out there don't want me to put this out here. After I even went live about this, a day later, I see the Dominican Republican, a man in the field with his ancestors, and I get chills in my body because I believe it. They was in my motherfucking living room. It was so deep and filled with love. It was filled with so much love to the point where I was like, it's like I kept going in and out of fucking reality. Like I'm going into the portal spiritual realm and I'm actually seeing them. Usually I'm always just feeling them, connecting with them, and know that they're there. This time they actually showed me from the outfits they wore, from the color of their eyes and their hair. And they was some handsome motherfucker, beautiful people. I said, I see where I get my drip from. My ancestor, that looked like a grandmother. Oh, she gave me auntie vibes. She was by an auntie too, but she gave me grandmother. I didn't see my grandmothers that's on my wall or my granddad. I did see an older male that was slimmer, and he kind of looked like my granddad, but I don't know. I think I think that was more like my younger ancestors that came. And these are like the more older ancestors that's like the true gods. And they just stay put. But the one that was on the couch and said, you are right with me. You cool with me. I said that on the live. I said somebody ancestor said it because that wasn't one of my ancestors. That was somebody else's. But he came to me because he wanted me to give a message. And I said, do anybody in here ancestors say, you are right with me, you cool with me? And this girl said, yes, my granddad. Yes. He said, you cool with me. You are right with me. My granddad never said no shit like that. Matter of fact, anybody that passed away in my old relatives, my earth family, didn't sound like that. You cool with me? You are right with me? Like I don't ever even say nothing like that. So it was a lot of stuff coming to me that was very significant. It was a few more messages. I ended up giving this one girl a full channel message about something her ancestor said, but it won't let me remember what that was because it was simply for them. It was simply for them. It wasn't intended for me to repeat it here. The most I only had the okay to speak about the woman and the abortions. Because my ancestor said, and it said somebody that just put gas in their car. I know a lot of people around here putting gas in their car, but I mean somebody just left the gas station literally and put gas in their car. Your ancestor said to you right now, somebody is getting their motherfucking off with their head due to spell work. King Von even came to me. He was a spiritual assassin sent by the divine. Y'all think God didn't have assassins? You think God didn't have a fucking army that would chop a motherfucking head off if they don't do what's right by the law of attraction, the universal codes, the universal laws? You think God don't have motherfuckers that would behead your ass when it was time? Or y'all just think he just this peaceful, forgiving guy? Yeah, he's very forgiving, but once you done overstepped that boundary multiple times and you done came and tried to take somebody out that he need here, he will dismember and take you off this bitch and you will never be able to return. And that's his way of forgiving you. Because he set your motherfucking spirit and soul, your vessel free, but you're unable to come back. You're depleted. A lot of y'all is afraid of blood. Y'all afraid that y'all want to show mercy to these motherfuckers every time. And y'all want to, if you was to see what your ancestors did to the enemy right now, and you was to actually see them slip some shit and be in that bitch like mass in their ass. They ain't no reckless murderers that's just kid. No. They go on about their business, clean off their motherfucking sword. That's what they go do. The reason why I talk swords is because a lot of our ancestors don't have no guns. That shit man-made. That's earth-made. We use swords. We use motherfucking bow and arrow. We use poison from the frogs. We use all that shit on your ass. That's what you call a peaceful execution. A bullet is a weak man's job. Anywho, if you was to see your ancestors doing that and you be like, oh, show mercy. No, forgive them. Your ancestors turn around and look at you and say, do you know what this motherfucker just did? Do you know they just played his spell work to go against you and your children? Do you know they just did death magic? Do you know that they stole your tampons when they came over your house after you was on your moon cycle? And they took it to play with blood magic? Do you know that they did all that? But yet you want them to have forgiveness from us. Fuck them and fuck you if you want it to be like that too. I'm coming down here to do a mission for the divine. The divine said get him up off of here. Now your little weak ass want to forgive him? Yeah, all right. You gonna be standing there like, lost them. I never seen my ancestors that cutthroat ever come to me and actually show me blood. Show me it. And when I tell you, I didn't have no fear in me. And I looked at him, especially the one that stood by my door. That's my baby. I don't know who that might be Archangel Michael. I don't know who the fuck that was. That's my baby. He had my door open, standing at my door, wiping the blade off, watching everybody ancestors, because people don't understand the 222 portal was them ancestors coming here today. And I looked out my door, even though my door shut, I can see out my door, everybody ancestors at their house. But they just walking past them, not seeing them, not acknowledging them, not feeling them. But here mine's over here having a party, turning up, and I'm watching. I'm turning up with them. I'm just chilling. And one thing about me, when I turn up, I'm a relaxed turn-upper. I'm not no wild turn-upper. And I'm just vibing out with him. I was playing music, all that on my live. And the one at the door, he was just wiping the blood off. He was just showing everybody on the block that's against me, ancestors, like, yeah. He said he loved the smell of the enemy's blood on his sword. That's called a good luck sword right there. When you got the enemy on your blood on your shit, fuck you, be. That's a good luck sword. Because it was the last time y'all went against me. And I cried so hard. I never in my life experienced that much love and actually seen them the way I did. I cried and she was just rubbing my back. I love her. I really cried because when you come into your spirituality, baby, you be connecting to their ass. You really be connecting to them. For so many years, I always felt alone. Whole time I got them. I don't care what you call me. I know I'm untouchable. I know you would never be. It's to the point where I'm vibrating so high, motherfuckers run from me. my kindness, my sweetheart. But I don't mind it. Cause I like being by myself, with my ancestors. Shit getting deep in the astrals. Y'all better send love to your ancestors. I don't know if they still here. But I do be still feeling mines. I just know one thing for sure and two things for certain. Maybe that's what the ancestors had that on their sword for. Because a few weeks ago, before fucking February got here, a drone was over my house and I was talking to it and I said, come get me, come see me. And the motherfucker came right up over my head. And we staring at each other and tears came down my eyes, but it was like they tried to make me scared. Like I felt pressure on my heart to get me scared, but I wasn't backing down. And I'm just sitting there, it's just sitting there with me. It's like probably like 15 to 30 seconds sitting there. Maybe that was the last bit of spell work that I guess the government or the mayor over here, the police station, somebody was doing. And the motherfucker that was watching my house for the last few days, maybe it's because I made a video on TikTok and I said a great flood was coming a month or two ago. And all of a sudden a flood hit in California and all them. Maybe that was the reason. Could have been many reasons, but I know my ancestors was off with their motherfucking head. And I bet you that. They thought I was going to be scared and in fear. My son, I even came in the house, told my son, and my son was like, Mommy, I felt something. Something in the basement said something about to come visit your mommy. Or something about the, what did he say? Israel, come here. Hurry up, because I'm about to get off my video. He came upstairs and said something after that drone came. What did you say? Something told you when you was in the basement and that drone came and seen me and you said, what did you tell me? Something told you? What you say? I can't remember what you said. You said something told you that something was finna come? How did it sound? Say it. You don't remember? It was a quick download. And that's why, and then listen, y'all, right after the drone left, right after the drone left, like 2 seconds later, I looked back, my son was looking out the window. Mind you, when I went outside to get some air, something told me to go outside, but when I went outside to, do a little affirmation over my home, they was in the basement playing on their skates and listening to music. But, no, they was in the basement playing with skates. But he ended up, when I turned around after the drone came and I turned around, I looked, my baby was looking out the window, my son. He said, Mommy, and I came to the house, I said, drone just came to see me. He said, Mommy, something told me when I was in the basement on my skates, something told me that something was finna make an appearance. That's what he said, a big word like that. That's how I knew he was connected, channeling the ancestors. He said, something told me somebody was finna make an appearance over here, outside and go check on you. And he went and when he said appearance, I knew that it was divine. And I was like, yeah, a drone just was over my house. And first it came around and I was like, that's going too fast to be a plane. And it went up, go down in the sky and it was deep up by my ancestors. But drones can see you even if it's far away. So it's looking at me and I said, what I said to it, I felt the energy that it was for me. And I was like, come get me, come see me. So it came and stopped. I was in my grass. It came and stopped right over my head by my light, the street light. And was sitting there for about 15 or 30 seconds. We sitting there looking at each other. And I ain't saying shit. I'm just looking at it. And I feel pressure on my heart like it's trying to scare me. And then tears start coming down my eyes out of nowhere. Tears start coming down my eyes out of nowhere. And it was like warrior tears. Like I was ready to, as soon as that, and I already had my little staff, my baby in my hand. Because when I go out and do my prayers, I walk with my baby. And that bitch would have came out, boop, you feel me? Hit that bitch with it. That's how I was in that mode. And after that, it ended up leaving. But every time it left, it went far away. But it would stop where it could still be in range to see me. And I followed that bitch all the way around. And the next few days at night, I would look out my kitchen window. It was a few of them up in the sky watching my house. It was not no mothership. It was not no ancestors. I know what the fuck it is. I know it was a government drone. They was like, oh, this bitch talking about a flood and the flood actually come. What does she know? They watching, but they want me to be afraid of it. They want me to keep putting it into my reality, keep saying it. I don't give a fuck what you do. You know you cannot touch me right now. You know it's not in your reach to even try to come towards me. My ancestors not allowing it right now. Y'all, when I tell you that shit was deep, motherfuckers probably be thinking I'm capping. I had my phone in my hand. I could have took a picture, but something told me not to even take a picture. I didn't even want to, but I ended up going to find a picture of how I look on Google. What makes me go just look up a government drone? I don't got no reason to sit up here to lie to nobody about nothing. Just like I told y'all, I do my own pull cards on my own stuff, and I don't do it for others at this moment. When the spirit bring you out of isolation to do so, you do it then. As of right now, sometimes people just gotta sit back, shut up, and teach and learn instead of be quick to teach. A lot of people do it backwards. They quick to run out there and teach some shit they haven't fully processed and fully learned themselves. So it is what it is. But like I say, I don't fear nothing in this motherfucking world. All this shit is an illusion. Hell, I'm a fucking walking illusion right now. This vessel is. Soul ain't. My children vessels are illusions. Their soul ain't. Like, it's just so deep, man. We just so powerful. People just need to connect to their full source, and they will know. I say y'all, peace and love and blissfuls, and may you always rise and elevate and keep your balance. If you got a day you feel negative, be negative. I say, let that shit the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. Just don't pick on nobody. Let people come fuck with you. You have every right to unleash your motherfucking word bullets. I say.